Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It is my distinct honor in the presence of the public and those of you who are watching us otherwise and on behalf of council to begin the induction of our new councilman. Will you please join me? From here or just the middle of the floor? Just do right here? Okay, there we go. Maybe if you come this way on the side. Do you want to raise your right hand, please?
Yes.
I, Mark Brodnicki,
I, Mark Brodnicki,
duly appointed councilman of the municipality of Penn Hills,
duly appointed councilman of the municipality of Penn Hills,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth,
and the Home Rule Charter of the municipality of Penn Hills,
and the Home Rule Charter of the municipality of Penn Hills,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
and I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Come on up.
Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Calabrese,
Present.
Councilor Fascio,
Present.
Councilman Brodnicki,
Here.
Councilwoman Sapp,
Present.
Deputy Mayor Pecora.
Present.
All present.
May I get a motion for item number 4?
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion for approval of the minutes for the June 20th, 2022 meeting.
Thank you. May I get a second?
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilor Fascio,
Yes.
Councilman Brodnicki,
I'd like to abstain because I wasn't there.
Councilwoman Sapp,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Pecora,
Yes.
Mayor Calabrese.
Yes.
Minutes approved.
Thank you. May I get a motion for item number 5?
Mayor Calabrese,
Yes, Councilman Brodnicki.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the expenditures.
Thank you. May I get a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any public comment?
Good evening, Your Honor and Council. I just had one question for the Gateway Engineers. It's invoice 105720, $376.75.
Could you just state your name and address, please, just for the record?
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have remembered that. Greg Swatchik, 648 Gramick Lane. The date was May 26, 2022. And probably the municipal engineer can quickly answer this, but the description is code enforcement GIS. And I'd just like if you could just a brief explanation of what's entailed with
It's
that.
up to you. You want to take it, or I can. I'm sorry, I didn't get the page number. You might want to repeat it for the rest of the people that are present. But as it pertains to the GIS, that relates to code software that Penn Hills deployed a little earlier this year that Gateway helped us develop, and it ties to GIS. That's what that is. That is pertaining to our code enforcement software.
Okay, would it sort of deal with the zoning map to show what zone, what ways?
No.
Okay. The reason I asked is that boundary dispute that we had with Wilkins, the boundary line was resolved, and we still show the Penn Hill zoning map claiming to zone Wilkins land, and that was a GD 957661 case. So I would just hope that maybe we could look at updating our zoning map regarding that resolution. It's just misleading to the public. Anyone looking on the internet could get a false perception and make plans that, you know, can just sort of mess us all up along the way. So I would just like you to look in to see if there's any merit or budget to fix that, and that's why I referred to this, because maybe it was something that came many years after that we spent money on, and we never did, you know, do something that happened a long time ago that it can be very, very significant. So thank you very much.
I will look into that.
Thank you, sir.
Any further public comment? Any comment from council? Roll call, please.
Councilman Brodnicki,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sapp,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Pecora,
Yes.
Mayor Calabrese,
Yes.
Councilor Fascio.
Yes.
Expenses approved. Now is the part of the agenda for residents that have signed up in advance for comment on non-agenda items. Colby Neubauer, if you're in the audience this evening, please come forward. It does not look like she is present, Mayor, so we can move on to resolutions.
Thank you. May I get a motion for item 7A?
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve Resolution 2022-40, approving the acquisition and subsequent disposition of vacant property located at 8216 Chasky Street, parcel 294-N-228.
Thank you. May I get a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any public comment? Any comment from council? Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Sapp,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Pecora,
Yes.
Mayor Calabrese,
Yes.
Councilor Fascio,
Yes.
Councilman Brodnicki.
Yes.
Item 7A approved.
Thank you. May I get a motion for item 7B?
Mayor?
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to approve Resolution 2022-41, approving a minor budget amendment to the Community Development Block Grant budget for fiscal year 2019.
Thank you. May I get a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any public comment? Any comment from council? Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Pecora,
Yes.
Mayor Calabrese,
Yes.
Councilor Fascio,
Yes.
Councilman Brodnicki,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sapp.
Yes.
Item 7B approved.
May I get a motion for item 7C?
Mayor Calabrese?
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve Resolution 2022-42, approving the intergovernmental cooperation agreement between the Borough of Plum and the municipality of Penn Hills for the development of the L.B. Lawrence subdivision.
Thank you. May I get a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any comment from the public? Any comment from council? Roll call, please.
Mayor Calabrese,
Yes.
Councilor Fascio,
Yes.
Councilman Brodnicki,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sapp,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Pecora.
Yes.
Item 7C approved.
Madam Mayor,
Yes, Solicitor.
with regard to item D, the heading needs to be clarified. It does state the correct amount, $945,429 for the original amount, and then it states with alternates 1 and 2 added in, but doesn't set forth that value. So it should be clarified to read, approve resolution 2022-43, awarding the 2022 storm sewer repair project to Pugliano Construction in the amount of $945,429, with alternates 1 and 2 added in the amount of $103,000, for a total of $1,048,429. That would be the motion as I just stated it. They don't need to reread it.
Good. Thank you. May I get a motion for item 7D as was just stated by the solicitor?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilwoman Sapp.
I'd like to make a motion that we receive and approve Resolution D as the solicitor stated.
Thank you. May I get a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any comment from the public?
I have a comment, because I don't understand. You say
You have to please come to the podium. Thank you.
My name is Barbara Goodson. I don't understand when you say the storm sewer repair. Is it all Penn Hills? Is the main sewers like to come down the streets?
Could you please state your address?
302 Grove Road, and it's in Verona, PA. It's the mailing address, but it's Penn Hills, 15147. So I need to clarify, what do you mean by storm sewer repair?
In the materials that are provided, there's a list of what that covers and what streets that's happening on. That's all available. And it tells you the quantities and the kind of work and where it's going to happen. That's available. I can show it to you if you don't have it.
Okay, but I need understanding. These are the sewers that come down when it rains, the main sewers. Well, in our section, it really needs repair. You have vegetation growing out of them all around Grove, Aber. If you ride around there, it needs to be clean.
Thank you. Any further comment from the public? Any comment from council? Roll call, please.
Counselor Fascio,
yes.
Councilman Brodnicki,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sapp,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Pecora,
Yes.
Mayor Calabrese.
Yes.
Item 7D approved.
May I get a motion for item 7E?
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we receive item 7E to approve resolution number 2022-44, awarding the Penn Hills WPCD automatic gates and fences repair to Fry Fencing in the amount of $156,800.
Thank you. May I get a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any comment from the public? Any comment from council?
Yes, Mayor. I'd like to just ask, where are these gates?
Did you want to speak to that, Rick?
Yes. There are two locations, pull those up while I'm talking. One is the Sandy Creek facility. So there'll be an automated gate there. There's been some security issues lately that have required that. And there's also a lot of fencing around the facilities at Sandy Creek as well, where the fence is breached or trees have fallen and destroyed the fence in certain areas. So those are to be repaired as well. I'm just trying to get the listing of
Plum
the other
Creek and I think
facilities.
Lincoln Road
There it
are
is.
included as well.
Long Road and, yeah, and the Long Road Equalization Facility. So it's Plum Creek, Lincoln, Long Road, and Sandy Creek, Long
Thank
Road Pump Station. So those are the facilities. But all of those are in need of repair in the fencing.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Minsterman, it's not just a matter of security, it's also public safety. Would that be accurate?
Well, yes, as far as keeping folks that maybe shouldn't be in a sewage treatment facility environment where there are large tanks with water and.
I mean, even
and,
kids, if kids try to go in there, it might be
yes.
attractive. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. It's definitely an attractive nuisance.
Any further comment from council? Roll call, please.
Councilman Brodnicki,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sapp,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Pecora,
Yes.
Mayor Calabrese.
Yes.
Counselor Fascio.
Yes.
Item 7E approved.
May I get a motion for item 7F?
Mayor Calabrese?
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion, we approve Resolution 2022-45, awarding the Sarah Lane Storm Sewer Upgrade Project to Jet Jack Incorporated in the amount of $369,625.
Thank you. May I get a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any comment from the public? Any comment from council? Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Sapp,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Pecora,
Yes.
Mayor Calabrese.
Yes.
Counselor Fascio,
Yes.
Councilman Brodnicki.
Yes.
Item 7F approved.
Thank you. May I get a motion for item 8?
Mayor,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to approve ordinance 2022-2698, approving a 2022 budget amendment to allow for the purchase of police and EMS vehicles from American Rescue Plan funds.
Thank you. Any comment from council? Any comment from the public? Any comment from council?
Yes, Mayor.
Yes, please.
It's my understanding we're replacing 9 vehicles. Does that mean that we will be selling 9 used vehicles?
Yes, it does. We're probably going to sell at least 8, possibly 9. There's the K9 pickup trucks that are 2014s. We're going to sell those, and the existing unmarked vehicles, the Caprices, we're going to get rid of those too. We think we're probably going to do okay as far as
Used car market's pretty good
exactly.
right now.
So I will be coming back to you to let you know how we're going to dispose of those. It's
Okay, good.
through some form of advertising.
Thank you.
Would it be fair to say that the funds to purchase these vehicles are from the American Rescue Plan funds and nothing from the general budget, general fund?
That's correct. This is money that earlier in the year, we took the $10 million standard allocation that we were allowed to take. So that money went into the general fund. But once it goes into the general fund, we continue to track it as stimulus. So out of what we've taken as our standard allotment, we want to use $1 million of that to purchase ambulances along with police vehicles as well. So this is for police vehicles and for new ambulances as well.
That's absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Roll call.
Deputy Mayor Pecora,
Yes.
Mayor Calabrese,
Yes.
Counselor Fascio,
Yes.
Councilman Brodnicki,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sapp.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sapp? On
Yes.
item, okay, thank you, on 8A. 8A approved.
We're not keeping you awake, are we? Deputy Mayor Pecora, do you have any comments this evening?
Yes, I'd like to remind everybody that we're having Summerfest on August 6th. For the people watching at home and the people here, if you can join, come down with your families. It will be a nice time for everybody. And I also want to say one other thing. I'm sure it doesn't have a lot to do with council business, but today is my mother's 83rd birthday, and I'm sure she's watching at home. Happy birthday, Mom. Thank you.
Councilwoman Sapp.
Yes, Mayor, make this quick. I just want to know if anyone else has noticed the increase in all of the neighborhoods are like overpopulated with skunks. I'm not sure, Scott, if you've gotten any phone calls about that.
Not
but-
any more than we usually do in terms of that, rodents, things like that, not any more than usual.
Okay, so we have an increase in skunks and just wanted to just make that a note, okay? All right, the other thing I'd like to comment on is Grand Boulevard Extension. It's full of trash along that guardrail, and that is another gateway into our municipality, so we want to see if we can get that cleaned up, please, and thank you. There's also a traffic sign there, and it's tilted all the way, it's almost out of the ground, so we want to get that picked up, and please, if we could get the debris from around the sign so people can even read and see what that sign says. And then I just want to comment, and I want to commend code enforcement, the whole department. They're doing a great job. They are working very hard. They are visible in all neighborhoods. So I'm very excited. They're out there and they're doing a great job. So I just want to clap for code enforcement because they've really upped their game. Thank you.
Counselor Fascio.
Yes, I just wanted to mention that yesterday I was able to participate in the Road I Rode litter pickup on a very hot day. 32 people, citizens, showed up and to clean one of the gateways to Penn Hills, and one that I know council and mayor are particularly interested in. I only lasted an hour. I see a couple faces out there that beat me by a mile, but I wilted. 48 bags, car parts, tires, and other curiosities. Like all communities, Penn Hills faces a lot of challenges, but it really did lift my spirits to see people out on a hot summer day doing over and above. So I want to thank the organizers and the sponsor, Leadership Pittsburgh, who provided implements, food, and drink. If you're interested, the next road I pick up will be October 16th. And if you're really into litter, check out Faith Malazzo's Facebook page for the Penn Hills Anti-Litter Group. She has an event coming up in September. Or just grab a bag and go out in your neighborhood. It's that kind of contribution that's really going to make, I think, a lasting difference. So, and hopefully you can last longer than I did. Thank you.
Councilman Brodnicki.
I'm just making sure, I'd just like to thank everyone for having faith and confidence in me and bringing me back to council, and I promise to do the best job I can for the residents of Penn Hills on council. Thank you very much.
I intended to keep my comments very, very short and just focus them on Councilman Brodnicki tonight, but I can't help but look out into the audience and see Bill and Maureen mouths out there. And I have to tell you, you know, it's amazing. You do such a beautiful, such a wonderful job beautifying Penn Hills. You know, we have a lot of different gardens throughout, and I appreciate all your work on Allegheny River Boulevard. I see a lot of folks here, you know, who do help with, and who help in so many ways, but your efforts are really above and beyond, and I want to say thank you so much for that. So much of what we do, we spend a lot of money on sewers, and you don't see that, but that's really a public health issue, and it's really important. But above ground, we're starting to do more things for the entranceways, and we're starting with Road Out Road and moving forward, and we will go to each entryway. At any rate, I really do want to say a huge thank you to council, because we are committed to unity. Doesn't mean we're always going to agree, but we're committed to really behaving in a unified fashion. And I would like to welcome Councilman Brodnicki aboard. It's so good to have him here. He has the experience, the maturity, and the temperament, and we're ready to move forward. And I thank you all for being here. Have a very good evening. This meeting is adjourned.
Should I say it? Happy birthday?
Oh, hush. Not till